Hi guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel, Seal Nuptials. My name is Elreta. The channel belongs to my husband and I. And at this point in time, I'm the only one rolling out content because he's very busy and I have a little bit more time on my hands. Anyway, if you are new to this channel, thank you for clicking on this video. This is where my husband and I document our continuous love story. We share on the faithfulness of God, and we do a little bit of vlogging, a bit of lifestyle videos. Literally, we're just sharing our lives with you guys. If that's the type of content that you're interested in, please do consider subscribing to our channel so that you can become part of our family. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And as you may see on the title of the video, today I am doing a video on a review of the Namibian wedding vendors, especially the vendors that we made use of and the experiences that we had. So let's get straight into the video. Okay, so I have a book here. If I'm looking down, I just made a few notes so that I can have a flow of things, and then I can also just remember everything, because our wedding was literally a year and a half ago. So the first vendor that we will be looking at is the first set of items that we'll be looking at is different tailors that we used, designers, tailors for clothing that we've made use of. Okay, the first vendor that we'll be looking at is Roberto Scholz. I hope I pronounced the surname correctly. Please, if I didn't, forgive me, Roberto. He was the designer for my wedding gowns, and he did deliver an excellent job. I'm extremely happy. I am proud of him, and he's doing good. With Roberto, I consulted him, I think, way in advance before the wedding. He had a lot of weddings packed during that time because it was the time of now COVID, and then people were rescheduling their weddings. So he had a lot of weddings packed back to back. But even so, I was actually very calm, and I believed and I trusted that he would deliver. Also, in between, he had an incident of loss and stuff like that, but I won't go into the details because it's his personal life. But even so, I was a bit worried. I didn't want to be insensitive, so I did sympathize with him because he was going through stuff, but then he did give me the assurance as a client that he will deliver, and I trusted the word he spoke. I hung on to that, and he did deliver. The thing I love the most about Roberto is that calmness that he brought to me. You know, as a bride, you'd be very stressed, but he brought that calmness. Guys, I saw my wedding gown for the first time the morning of the wedding, right? A lot of people were stressed, and then I would just be, especially the grannies, they'd want to know, where's the wedding gown? Like, where's the dress? I know there's traditions of the dress being brought home and whatnot. I just brushed off everything, and I was just like, I know you deliver. So our wedding was at a venue, I'll just mention when I get to venues, was at a venue a little bit outside of Windhoek. So I went to go see the sleeves and how everything was pinned on before the wedding, and then the ball skirt, I did try it on as well. He did come to my house also during the time when I was kept at home, and to come and help me do fittings and stuff, but it was literally just pieces that were cut out and not the actual dress itself. But the put together dress, I saw it the morning of the wedding, and that was the beautiful thing, because I know myself, if I'd seen my dress before, I was just gonna get over it. I was probably gonna be like, let's change this, let's change that. So that's the thing. If you are the type of bride, or if you are the type of couple that, I'm also a person that stresses a lot, I know, but during the wedding, I just prayed up, and then I was like, I'm just going to keep calm. If that's not what you will be able to do, then I think you need to be upfront to say you want to receive your dress as at this time. I didn't mind because I knew you would deliver. I'll put a picture up here, but you may have seen it on our wedding videos, how the dress looked like. That was the dress for church. And then the dress for reception was done by someone else, but then I didn't like it completely, so I gave it to him, and then he made a few changes on the dress. He changed the whole mermaid part for me as well. My maid of honor picked up the dress for me just before the reception, and I was also seeing the changes for the first time just before the reception, and I was absolutely okay with it. So yeah, he did deliver. And the beautiful thing is, I think if we had been given the dress ourselves, guys, I'm gonna go a little bit more on the wedding dress because I think it's one of the main things. If we had gotten the dress ourselves to be dressed by someone else, I don't think we would have been able to do justice, because my dress was 2-piece and then we had to put the 2-piece together. He came all the way to the lodge early in the morning, 5 a.m. He was already there to help me get dressed and everything. So yeah, no, I would 100% and absolutely recommend him any day, anytime. That's Roberto. If you have other questions, how to get hold of him and stuff like that, you can DM me on Instagram, but I'll also put links to his Instagram page on this video right away. Okay, and then the next designer that we are looking at is Dorothy by D Couture. Dorothy is a very close friend. You may see her on a lot of our vlogs and a lot of our videos, and also in a lot on the comment section. When we did the build your own burger competition, she was the lady with the fancy burger there. That's Dorothy. Dorothy did a lot of our dresses, some of my dresses for the photo shoots. I'll link the picture. She did. And also the dresses for the flower girls, and then the robes of the bridesmaids, those were done by Dorothy. My friend is very chilled and she's a little bit laid back. Also, she took her own time to deliver, but I didn't really mind because I knew she was part of the bridal squad, so where would she go? And yeah, she did an excellent job. I would recommend her any day, anytime. So I'll also link her details below. I'm not gonna go too much into the details because for the wedding itself, I think the main thing that she did was the flower girl dresses and the robes for the bridesmaids. So she did an excellent job, and she also did a lot of other things in between some of my dresses for the lobola negotiations and stuff like that. So whenever I have designing needs, I actually go to Dorothy up until now. So she is an excellent designer, and she started recently, okay, not recently, but a few years back, and she's shown tremendous growth. So I'm very proud of her. Accountant by profession, this is passion that she's chosen, and it's something that she really loves to do. The bridesmaids attire was done by, because I'm not going to give a positive review, I'm not going to mention the designer, but it was one of the ladies. She did a good job with the dresses, but it was a lot of back and forth, to be honest. I am just going to be genuinely honest. It was a lot of back and forth. She took the material. At some point she was out of town. Next thing she promises, come for fitting here. We had to cancel what, but eventually she came through. She also did my dresses for some of the photo shoots and some of the other events as well. Her work is excellent. She did a good job. Her actual handwork is excellent, but I think relationship wise it was a bit difficult to communicate with her. I'm sorry guys if you hear voices. I think there are guys who are painting outside. Okay, then the next thing that we are going to look at is makeup. Slay by Tia. Yup, that girl is golden. That girl is I don't even know what to say. Tia, guys, Tia did my makeup for all the photo shoots, and mind you, we had about 5-6 photo shoots before the wedding. I'm a lover of photo shoots because I don't drink, I don't really go out a lot and stuff. I just feel like capturing moments and having those memories to cherish is one of the things I uphold. Photo shoots, yeah, that's really my thing. So I had a lot of photo shoots. We had a lot of photo shoots as a family, as a couple. We had a lot of photo shoots, and all those photo shoots makeup were done by Tia. Tia was very reasonable. She was very understanding. She was very calm. And the before our wedding, the Saturday before the wedding, so the Friday, Tia had a wedding in the coast. So she traveled the Thursday. Friday, throughout the day, she did deliver for that bride and her bridesmaids. And then that Thursday evening, she had to drive back to Windhoek to be able to make it in time. She arrived at the lodge around 9 o'clock. Immediately started with the girls, the bridesmaids' hair, rolling off the hair and stuff. And when she was done, it was around 3 or 2 a.m. She started with the makeup, and then she delivered an excellent job. Your girl, yeah, no, you always outdo yourself. So I'll also link her in the description box below. It's Slay by Tia. Also after the wedding, if I have my makeup needs now, I always go to her. There was this time I was doing the maternity shoot. She gave me actually a voucher as a gift, and then she did my makeup for free. Thank you so much, Tia. And also when we did our baby's first week photo shoot, I was having a newborn, so I couldn't come to the salon. Tia had to drive all the way to Kleine Coupe where the photo shoot was happening to come and help me out with my makeup. And even though I didn't pay for my hair, she went all out and she styled my hair for me as well. So yo, Tia is my go-to girl any day, anytime. All right. So she did my makeup for the wedding as well as the bridesmaids. And then, because some of the things will be all together, if I've linked the picture of myself in the wedding gown, obviously you guys would also see the makeup there. But then yeah, I'll see if I can find makeup close-up pictures. But she has an excellent page on Instagram where you can also scroll through to familiarize yourself with her work. Okay, then the next thing is the venue. Our wedding was happening at Lodge. We wanted to get married at Lake Wanup, but the venue could only accommodate 120 people. And because it was the time of COVID, we thought 120 was absolutely fine. But as the planning went along, we realized that the numbers had increased. And also along the way, it was a thing of only how many people, only a certain number of people can be in a certain venue at a time. So because of the square meters of the venue, I think the numbers had come down. So we couldn't do it anymore. So, but we have been to Lake Wanup for lunch after one of the officiations of our weddings with the couple that helped us sign. We went out for lunch, and yeah, it's an excellent place, beautiful atmosphere. So that's it. But the actual wedding actually happened at Lodge. The venue was fine. It was quite spacious, and because it was during the time of COVID, I think we could only have, was it 50 people at the time when we were planning. So I like the fact that the venue closes up in the middle, so that if maybe, yeah, because we couldn't keep a lot of people we could split the venue into two, maybe have 50 people there and have 50 people here. So we planned for 100 people. But as we were planning the wedding, I think the numbers had increased to 100 and then eventually 150. So the venue was quite spacious. It's nice. It was just a little bit warm inside the venue. I don't know if it didn't have aircon or it didn't work. I kept on asking, but because the night was also very busy, that's what it is. We had our accommodation at Lodge as well. The rooms are nice. It's quite spacious, but some of the bedding was really dirty. I don't know what was going on there. And then we made use of their bar as well. We did indicate that we didn't want a lot of alcohol at our wedding, but it looked like the cool drink wasn't really stocked up before the wedding, even though we paid for drinks in advance. And then people that don't normally take alcohol didn't have a choice, but only alcohol was left at some point, and then it wasn't too nice. So yeah, we did have a few vouchers which were not used because juice and cool drink did run out, and then other people who claimed to not drink alcohol ended up getting strong bow and whatever too much, just carry home. So that I didn't really like about them. But other than that, it's an okay venue. Would I recommend it? Yes, but I feel like there are also other great venues around Windhoek which you can check out depending on your needs. Lodge was excellent for our need because we could have an outside caterer and then prepare food and then bring along our own food. So that's the thing I loved about them. They didn't make it compulsory for us to make use of their kitchen or to make use of the catering from their premises. So that was a good thing. And then the next vendor that we are going to look at is jewelry. We bought our rings and stuff from Stearns, so not a lot of details. The groomsmen's suits and stuff we ordered from China myself. I ordered it myself, and then I ordered the first set of suits to just have a look. And then when I was happy with that, I made use of a friend, Linda. She does ordering and stuff, and then she ordered the rest of it for us. It was the same with the bridesmaids' shoes and handbags and stuff. So Chinese orders that it was. And then the next is the music and instruments. We did hire a sound box from Kwesi and the husband, the Chivera couple. So they have an excellent sound box. If you guys want to know more details, I don't know if they have an Instagram page, I really don't know, but you can DM me on Instagram and then I can refer you to them. They have an excellent sound system because she's also a musician. So yes, they allowed us, and then they had people come over to come help us set up, even though we actually hired the system last minute because our vendor had cancelled on us. And then the next that we are going to look at is nails. It's the same lady that did my nails. If you watched the previous video, I've linked her in that description description box. Her name is Eve. Eve always does my nails, so she did my nails. And then the driving was done by Arnoldus. Arnoldus is an excellent driver. I don't know if he has an Instagram page, but if you are interested in a driver, you can DM me on Instagram and I can refer you to him. He also drives for VIPs around Namibia, or if there are people arriving at the Wolfish Bay airport, he drives from Venda to Wolfish Bay to go pick them up and stuff like that. So companies that do VIP shuttles and stuff also make use of these services. He's really an excellent and very humble and calm and kind gentleman. Shout out Arnoldus Chivera. Then next we are looking at the decor. My decor was done by MK Decor. She also did an excellent job. I'll link the picture below. I'll link the picture for you guys in this video to have a look. MK Decor, she, ever since the day we consulted with her, she held my hand with a change of venue from like Wanuk to Umdu Lodge to where. She went around with us wherever we would go to go and view a venue. She went around with us, venue viewing and stuff like that. And she was actually very patient. At some point, she and my maid of honor didn't understand each other. And then she and the other people also didn't understand each other. But it could have been maybe just miscommunication. So yes, I would recommend her. Also, when we were going to Korigas for our Lobola negotiations, we had to do an engagement party at the end of the Lobola stuff. So she did hire some of the things out to us. We did rent the stuff from her. The glasses, the centerpieces, the underplates and stuff like that. And then she hired the things out to us at a reasonable price. So yeah. Okay, the MCs were Carla from Collective Singers and then Mr. KB from Deloitte. KB speaks Shona and my husband is Shona, so we made use of him. Carla speaks Nama and I'm Damara, and Nama and Damara go together, so we made use of her. They did an excellent job. It was actually the first time for both of them to MC, but they did deliver an excellent job. I'm not sure if they would be willing to render their services if they should be hired, but yeah, shout out to them. You guys can comment down below, Carla and Kenneth, would you be interested if other people want to make use of your MC services to run their events, or was it just a one-time blessing to my husband and I? Okay, next, okay, then we look at the catering. My catering, the main catering was done by Mrs. Angelina Bam, my friend's mother. My friend was also a bridesmaid. Her mother did the catering. She also did the catering for my 21st party, and she always delivers an excellent job. She's quite reasonable with her pricing as well. I think she actually literally didn't make anything out of our wedding catering, because I feel like the price she charged us and the amount of work that she delivered, the amount of food and the excellent services that she delivered, really, she just did it because she loves us and from her heart. So shout out mom. I always call her mom. And yes, she does catering, professional catering. She's been doing catering for over 20 years now. So if you are interested, I think she did recently. I've been encouraging her to create an Instagram page. She did recently create an Instagram page. So I'll link it in the description box below. And you guys can touch base with her. She also did the cake for our wedding. Oh, that cake was top notch. And then we had Red Pepper Catering. What's the lady's name? Is it Jessica? We had Red Pepper Catering. It's toch Titi. She delivered for us platters for starters, because we had people that were staying at the lodge. So we did give people breakfast in the morning, but then for lunch we didn't have anything planned. So we just decided to set up a starter table on the outside. She does have an Instagram page. Oh my goodness, her food is delicious, and not just that, it's also very pretty presentation and everything. So she does catering as well, mainly finger foods and stuff like that. So and by the way, she makes the most delicious prawns ever. Okay, and then finally we will look at the photographers. We made use of Picture Perfect Photography. Picture Perfect Photography was made up of a few guys. I don't know who else was there, but I know Daniel, that's also known as Dax, and Sunny was part of the photography. We did consult with Dax, and Dax has been our photographer guy along the way. I don't know, the day before the wedding or the week before the wedding, I actually realized that Sunny is the one that came. So I asked Dax, weren't you the one to come? And then he was like, no, his uncle passed away, so he won't make it. So he sent Sunny and another lady. That lady never showed up. I don't know who's the lady that he sent. And then at the end of the day, I actually found out that Dax was was not honest about the passing on of the uncle. But we are happy that we got to work with Sunny, and Sunny did deliver. They did for us the photo shoot for the engagement, not the engagement, the announcement day, as well as throughout the wedding pictures, as well as the videos for the wedding. So he did an excellent job. He ended up working with what is the name of this other photographer? I'll remember, and then I'll put his name, and I'll also link if I can find an Instagram page. No, let me not promise that. I don't know if they have an Instagram page, but yes, he ended up working with that photographer. That's a Windhoek photographer, but Picture Perfect was coming, I think, out of Ongwediva. So yes, they did deliver an excellent service. We were happy with it up until we had to now be asking for our videos. It took a little bit of time. We got the pictures, we got the videos on a USB, and then the things were sent. That was the most disappointing thing for me. Was vows are very sacred, and we wanted our vows to be clean, in a sense that we didn't want a backtrack played at the back of the vows. We didn't tell them in advance though, but I just felt like it was general knowledge as a photographer, a wedding photographer and videographer for that matter, to know vows. You're not supposed to play the vows a little bit and then you play now a backtrack and then you just silence the voices, or you reduce the volume of the voices. We wanted to keep our vows. Anyway, those guys had the vows a few parts, and then even in the middle of the vows, some parts are cut as part of the editing. I don't know what type of editing style that is that cuts out the vows. Anyway, I'm not coming for them. This is my honest, genuine review, and this is the experience that we had. And they played a backtrack at the vows while I'm still busy saying my vows. It stops in between and then a song starts, but I'm not done. I'm probably just halfway done with my vows. It was very disappointing for us. We did communicate to them, and then it happened that Dax told us that Sunny has the raw footage, and then Sunny was like, no, Dax has the raw footage. The two of them ended up having a disagreement because of whatever reasons in between, and then they split. Sunny now went to go open his dream studio, and I think Dax remained. I don't know if he still operates as Picture Perfect or he's having another company. I don't think he's still Picture Perfect. But then we were now asking Dax, like, give us the raw footage, even if you guys don't edit, so that we can at least have our vows, because we entrusted you guys to capture the moment for us, to capture the wedding for us, and we don't have any other videos for our vows. And then something happened to the hard drive, the videos were lost and all that stuff. So that is the disappointing thing for me. I had a little bit of disappointment, especially with the videographer. So not the videographer, but the guy we consulted with. I didn't have a problem with Sunny, because even when we were stressed out about when we were gonna receive our stuff, Sunny was very professional and he kept in touch. Yes, that's also kept professionalism, but at some point he lost it and he was just, yeah, whatever. But it's not a big deal. We've made peace. It is what it is. We actually didn't even write down our vows to say, this is what I present to you. It would have been nice if we had our vows, but now that we don't. Please, if you are watching this and you have attended our wedding and you perhaps maybe took a video during the time when we're sharing our vows, please do share it with us. We will really appreciate it. We didn't really fight with the videographers and photographers and stuff. We had our disagreements and we went on and on and on, but it was a battle lost, because if the footage is lost, the footage is lost. There isn't much we can do about it. So yes, we would recommend Sunny. He now operates Dream Studio. He talk is professional. Even until now, we communicate with him. I don't know about Dax, if he's willing to fix that. He was really sorry. He did apologize and stuff. So I think we'd also recommend him. People make mistakes, so it was. I believe it was something once off, but throughout the process, yes, they were very supportive, and then they were there for us during the planning. During our photo shoots, we did make use of Kizani. I'll also link them here. That is Simba's friend Isaiah. That if you watch our video, the way we are doing the house tour, that guy, that funny guy that everybody goes on about, is a videographer, photographer. He's also a YouTuber. He did the photo shoot for us and he delivered an excellent job. He's just stingy though. He doesn't want to give us the other photos. Like, Isaiah, just edit everything and just give us, because we are friends. But business is business. We appreciate that. And he always delivers. He actually did, I think, 2 of our photo shoots. Hey Medu did 1 of our photo shoots. They did a good job. We just started a little bit late they were running late, and they did apologize, and yeah, whatnot. And then we wanted them to be our wedding photographers, but as part of our searching process, we did find picture perfect, so we ended up not making use of them, so they were not too happy about that. But yeah, we apologized and we moved on. And then we also made use of Glow. I'll link their pictures below. Glow did an excellent job. It's Rian Afrikaner. He did one of our photo shoots, and he also did our website where people could RSVP and stuff. He managed the website very well. People could RSVP, and then he was able to export for us the RSVP list in an Excel, so that we can know how to contact the people, who's coming, how many people, whatnot. So he was patient throughout the process, and he did deliver an excellent job. The thing I liked about Glow Photography, or Rian specifically, is that I think he does this regularly. So even though I think it was our it was our second photo shoot, but we were a little bit tense and a little bit shy. So we did throw in some things to just kind of, you know, break the ice. And then yeah, we did really, that's one of the photo shoots I enjoyed the most. So that's it. Finally, it's the guest favors. We did buy our guest favors things from Westpac, and we did DIY it ourselves. It was actually those the lace bags that you can pull. So we did put some nice chocolates and stuff, and then we just my maid of honor typed up something cute and cut it out, and then she punched it, and then she attached it. It was very cute though. It was really, really cute. She did the programs. She did the those attachments to the guest favors. She did the thank you postcards that we're sending out after the wedding. Also recently, when I had the baby shower, she did for the baby shower also a bit of few games and stuff that she has designed. If you can watch the baby shower video, please do. There you will see she did an excellent job. And finally, for the bridal shower, we made use of the Palm Hotel for the venue. Oh, beautiful venue, beautiful view, very clean, helpful service. The bridal shower decor was done by MK Decor as well, that did our wedding decor. The food was done by the venue itself. It was delicious. It was just cold, and one of the girls, Jennifer, shout out, was like, why are you guys bringing us cold food? What? And then they took the food and then they did warm it up. I don't know, did we start late, or I don't know what the arrangements there were. But yes, I would recommend the venue. Very beautiful venue as well. The Palm Hotel. It's the Palm Hotel in Windhoek in Windhoek, Namibia. Guys, I talk fast, I just realized I talk fast, but it's because I love talking, man, and I love talking. I love sharing information. I love teaching. One of the things I'm the most passionate about is really teaching. So yeah, I really love talking. So we have come to the end of this video. My apologies that I'm only getting to do this video now, a year and a half after the wedding. Whichever wedding vendor that might have felt offended by this, please, the purpose of this video is not to tarnish your image or your reputation. The purpose of this video is not to bring any harm. We still want to do business with you if possible, and we still want people to do business with you. We want you to grow. We want you to flourish. We wish you love and light. We wish you well. We unfortunately or fortunately had to give honest reviews without being favoring one vendor and not favoring the other, because in any case, if we have recommended you guys and people come to you and then you offer a crappy service, then it will be a thing of, but how type of a thing. So, but I feel like generally just vendors that are problematic are, yeah, tailors sometimes are not too friendly. But in all, it was a beautiful wedding. Everybody delivered what they had to deliver, even though there were some disappointments. The disappointments are probably going to be 2%, and then everything else is 98%, which we are grateful for. Grateful that God came through for us. Also, just on the site, this video is not sponsored in any way. And if I have to choose my most favorite wedding vendor, now I'll go with Slay by Tia, simply because her services, I still get to use it on a continuous basis, and she continuously delivers, man. It wasn't the once off something that she did. She continuously delivers. So yes, that girl, that little girl, I'll call her the little girl because she's very young, very beautiful, very intelligent. She puts in the effort, guys. I've seen her now in the month of August. which was the previous month. We are currently in September. In the month of August, she had a few weddings in the north, and it's like almost every Wednesday she's on the Intercape bus to go take care of her brides and her bridesmaids in the north, and then she comes back to Windhoek. Next week she's on it again, she's on it time and time again. She delivers not just for me but for other brides as well. So Tia, I'm very proud of you, and you are my favorite wedding vendor for the year 2021. And yes, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe. Please also watch our previous videos. We had lots of content for you guys with my pregnancy journey. That was a bit of a challenge, but we pulled through with the help and with the grace of God. So we have a lot of content on that. We have a few vlogs as well, so please watch our other videos as well. And please do like this video. It creates that algorithm that helps our videos to be recommended to other people as well. It helps us grow our channel. So please, if you have watched, please do click the like button, guys. Also, if you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing so that you help us grow our channel. And do share with your friends and family. Love and light, and toodles.